folks. Thanks for tuning in. You're watching What's Happening with Hil Greene. I'm here with Jayda Cabbell.
I'm so excited. I'm speaking on early. Hey, y'all.
It's all good. She's a wonderful person. I'm so excited to be able to present her to you. She's a mother. She's a wife. I know she's a great friend. She's a businesswoman. She's an author. She's even a philanthropist. Now, I know you guys have probably heard that word before. Most of the time when you hear of a philanthropist, you think of someone who gives money. But when we're talking about philanthropy in our terms, it means more than just giving money. It's also about giving time.
Yes.
So how important is giving to you, Jayda?
Giving to me is next to love. God is love, so there's love and there's giving. I can't breathe without the both of them. I can't live without the both of them. So that's how important it is to me. Like, I'm not a being if I'm not loving and giving.
Okay.
So that's just how important. It's like the oxygen that I breathe. I have to have it.
That's what's up.
Yes.
Cool. So in what ways are you giving back? I've been on your website. I've seen the Storm Chaser. I've seen BITS, which is the Blessing in the Sky Foundation. I've seen several other entities that you have. So
Yes.
what ways are you giving back?
I give so much. Well, first, BITS is my baby. It's me and Johnny, my husband, and we feed the homeless and the hungry. So that's just a passion. I love to feed people. I believe that food is the element to life and love. So I love feeding people. That's first and foremost.
Okay.
But then there's a nonprofit that I started, an organization that I started, Just Gotta Give. So Just Gotta Give, so I participate with a lot of other nonprofit organizations and getting their organization to do more outreach work instead of just paperwork or having fundraisers every now and then.
That's right.
And even if they do have a fundraiser, make it fun. I love giving. We did a flash mob act of kindness in Underground Atlanta.
Okay.
And we had other organizations came out, 40 Girls with Some Shoes, the military, the Marines. They came out and helped pass out lunches to random people.
Okay.
And usually when people think of feeding the hungry, they think of just the homeless.
Right.
But they were people going to work who didn't have any money, who were very appreciative of the food that we're passing out. So it's, I just love giving, not just for myself, but also channeling and helping other people find ways to give. Because people think that they have to have money and resources to be a giver, when there's actually more. You can give just talking to someone, you
That's
can give
right.
life or something to them. So
Wonderful. Which brings me to one of my favorite quotes, and it's by Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and it reads, "Everybody can be great because anyone can serve. You don't have to have a college degree to serve.
Yes.
You don't have to make your subject and verb agree to serve.
Yes.
You only need a heart full of grace, a soul generated by love." And just
I
having met
love
you,
that.
I feel like you encapsulate all that.
Yes, I do.
So,
I love that.
yeah,
Oh
you
my
can have
gosh,
that. That's
thank
my
you.
handwriting. That's what's
Wow.
up. So
I'm gonna put
yeah.
this on my Facebook today. Thank
Cool,
you.
cool.
Wow.
So, just want to ask you, because I feel already, having just met you, that you're a great model for young women. So how important is it for you, or how do you feel how important it is to be such a great model and, just help uplift young women?
My thing is, and the reason why it's so important for me, because I was that young woman at 15 years old, out on my own. I was the one at 16, pregnant, having a baby. I was the one dropped out of high school, and I knew the struggle that it took me to get to where I am. But by the grace of God, I am who I am today because He is in me. So I want to use that to push back out there and just stop them from making the same mistakes that I made. Because I made a lot of mistakes. Like, you're looking at a true miracle of God right here. And I'm so excited about that. So I want to share it with everybody just to, keep them from moving into those situations.
Wow. Cool. So having spoke, you have faced some adversity in your life. If you explain some of the adversity you faced, and also let others know the best way to overcome the challenges and adversity, whatever it may be.
Well, I mean, as far as the man-made adversaries, I overcame Hurricane Katrina. I struggled for 2 years to get back, right on my feet after that, but I was determined to do better. I was determined not to be stuck in my situation. That was the one thing about that. But a lot of the adversaries that I went through were self-made, being promiscuous, being just, out there, just not focused on life. A lot of things, we want to blame others,
right.
But
Right.
it's when we take the accountability for ourselves
That's
and say,
right.
no more.
That's right.
And so that's what I would tell him, to take accountability and look at yourself and do a self-evaluation.
Wow.
You know, what am I doing wrong that keeps me in this situation? Because when you're not obedient, you're not blessed. So I learned that, and I ain't going back there.
That's right. So the first step to overcome your adversities is just, identify what your challenges are, and just say, I'm gonna get through this.
Exactly.
Yes, you
And be
can.
determined.
Do it.
And be determined, because at the end of the day, everything that we speak, God's already promised it. He's already promised it to us. So all we have to do is walk into it and believe Him. So once we identify it and we speak on it and we say what we want, we're not saying of our own. God planted that in us. So we have to know how to follow behind Him and do the right thing. And I'm like this. All my answers will always, how you grew up like, she always talking about scriptures in the Bible, and I need reality. Once you experience and know that God is the one, and the one that's ordaining your steps, and He's the one that gets the glory, and He's taking things that took you out of things and put you in new things, that's all you're going to get from me, because I know when you be obedient, you're blessed. I know
What's
that.
up? So there it is right there.
Yes.
The key to your success, young people,
Yes.
is by being obedient.
Obedient. And you can still be fly. Look at my hair. What? You see me? You can still be fly. What you talking about? Got my nice jewelry on. You can still be fly and on fire. That's what I'm saying.
So Jayda's an author as well. Tell us
Yes.
about your book,
The
Jayda.
Storm Chaser, it came about, I didn't want to do, it's crazy because I was supposed to do a cookbook. Again, food is my passion.
Okay.
But
does that have anything to do with the fact that you're from New Orleans?
everybody from New Orleans can't cook. Can you believe I have like 5 friends who cannot cook and born and raised in New Orleans.
Okay.
I'm like, what's the problem? Like, what? What are you doing? Like, but a lot of women can't cook. But no, I love to cook. I've been cooking since I was 8 years old with my step family, and I've always had a passion to cook. Always use food. Like, food was my hustle. So when I had money, I go sell suppers, food. I go set up. That was my hustle.
Okay.
But I went on a road trip feeding the hungry. It was my birthday, and I wanted to do something different. And so I said, I'm gonna leave. I don't know how much money I'm gonna have, but I'm gonna go and I'm gonna feed people across the country for my birthday. So Memphis was my first spot. We were outside. When I heard about Memphis, I always thought that it was just, like New Orleans tourists and that's it. So many people were homeless there and were so appreciative. I went to the hotel, had my little burners and fried catfish and potato salad. And they treated me like we were at a club for my birthday. Me and the homeless people, like we had a great time. But during the road trip, I was in Wyoming, Rollins, Wyoming, and was pulled over and went to jail for 45 days. And didn't even know at the beginning why I was there. But from day one, I was just encouraged to motivate, to give people my testimony and push them and go into scriptures. Like, I've never done that before. Like, I'm having a situation. Which scripture can I read? Like, Psalm 54. I was like, where is this coming from? And I would even call, when I finally called, home, my mom would be like, we told you to call us 2 days ago. Oh, I was busy. Like, how you busy in jail that you can't make the phone call? And I've dated so many guys in jail. Used to get on my nerves calling from jail so much. I did not want to touch the phone. I was really in peace. The day that I was being transferred from Rawlings to Detroit, one of the security guards, the officers there, he was like, she's leaving? And it was like, yeah, she's leaving. They're here to pick her up. He was so mad. I'm like, why are you mad? He was like, because I tried to call myself hiding from you because I wanted to be sad today. I had a situation and you too bubbly. I didn't want to be around that right now. And so he regretted it that he did that because he wanted to see me. Because they was like, we never had a jailmate like this before in our lives. I'm telling you, the sheriff in Wyoming, at the time I was up for a reality show. And the producer, he wanted to have all these frequent conference calls. Well, the sheriff was making it available for me to call off the phone, so it won't say you have an inmate calling from. He would make it because he's like, I want you to make it, like something about you. And when I came home and everyone knew the story and how I came, the first day I came home, still bubbly, still happy. It was like, who does that when they go to jail? And while they're feeding the hungry. So I was just impelled then to just start writing. So that's how the storm chaser got. And the storm chaser really is to find calm in the midst of your storms. Like I went to so many eyes of the storms. I mean, adultery, my marriage, children. I mean, it's crazy. I've been through a lot of stuff, and through it all, I just keep my peace. And that's what the book is helping. To keep the calm. Because God's gonna take care of it. It's gonna hold you all right. Don't last. Trouble don't last always. So that's why I'm here. That's why the book was written.
That's hot. So where can someone, purchase your book?
Amazon, Barnes and Noble. When they come to Jayda Cabbell and get it, I sign it personally to that person.
So you're gonna want to go to www.jaydacabbell.com so you can get your personalized signed copy.
Touch all over that thanks and some blessings.
That's right. She might dab a couple of drips of oil over it. You know what I'm saying? Anoint the book.
Yes. My hands, I anoint my hands every day, so it's gonna automatically touch it and be where it is. Because I mean, every morning when I wake up, you have to just get His presence so you can just walk your day and stuff just bounce off you when you walk in.
That's hot. That's hot. So, man, I know we can go on and on about this.
We're gonna have part 2.
That's right. Part 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6. Who knows?
Yeah.
So Jayda, I really appreciate having you. I know my watchers, they're like just excited because energy is contagious.
It is.
And people feed off your energy and your vibes.
It is.
Before we wrap this up, anything you'd like to say to the viewers? Anybody watching? Any words of wisdom?
I just want you to know I'm all right now, and will always be though, into finding your purpose. Again, like we said earlier, tapping into what the situation is that you're struggling in. And some people, people have different struggles. Some people have all the money in the world and be unhappy. So finding out what situations you're going through, and working those things out. So, because this year, 2012, God is doing some things.
Man, you already heard me, so I gotta say, big things popping in 2012. I think that's my catchphrase for 2012. Okay, for real, because I can feel it, man. It's really something.
Shit in the atmosphere. It's done. It's done. So get it before it pass you up. Get it. Get in line with it. Get it.
And touch the anointing while you can.
Amen.
Hil Greene TV with Jayda Cabbell. Signing off. Peace.
Thank you.